All right, welcome to this new weekly outlook. Currently, it's the 11th of March, and we are ready to go into an exciting week, into CPI week. We just came off the NFP week last Friday, and as always, we start with Forex Factory. Really important. Also tweeted it and shared in the Telegram group. We have a change in time, so USD and Canadian daylight saving time shift. This means there's an hour. This means this is plus 1 hour. So if your time does not change, this means New York session and London session will start 1 hour earlier. As stated, we have CPI on Tuesday. So we have a quite tricky day on Monday today because we are between NFP last Friday and Tuesday CPI. I'm expecting quite a consolidation. Perhaps a small move, but the big moves will come later this week. This is our roadmap. Tuesday, we got for GBP, red folder, we got CPI, we got on Wednesday the 30-year bond auction, and also GBP news, I must say. And on Thursday, the firework continues. We got 5 red folders on 8:30, so this is crazy. And it's a big news week. So if you have lots of news, Tuesday till Friday, expect Monday to be a consolidation. Expect that classic AMD. So on Monday, your consolidation. On Tuesday, your manipulation. And the rest of the week will be just the distribution. That said, I made a short list of all the pairs I'm looking at this week, all paired right here. So you can make a screenshot if you want. Starting with DXY. It's been a while. I was not trusting DXY yet to go down. But after last week, it's quite clear. It's going to the yearly fair value gap. We are on the yearly right here. You see this fair value gap created. So that's the candle between 2023 and 2021. And we're going to that as a draw on liquidity. If we go to the daily, it's quite a clear market maker sell model. Took out this high, moved away, and now we traded into this imbalance. We call this a VI. If you've watched my previous video about fair value gaps, you've seen this VI as well. So what to expect for DXY right here? I expect Monday consolidation. So if we trade the week consolidation, I think we can get the manipulation on CPI upwards, or perhaps on Monday over as an upwards move, say the high of the week, and then continue down towards that yearly fair value gap. We're not going to trade to the yearly fair value gap yet this week, but it's going to be the trajectory. So simple said, I expect to move into the fair value gap. You have 2 fair value gaps right here and one here, also a VI, and then we're going to trade to this first drawn liquidity, that's this December low. If you're not sure which fair value gap to choose, if you watch the video premium discount, swing high to swing low, and try to short in premium of the leading range. So it will be this fair value gap or the VI, and watch price on lower time frames once we are here. Okay, that's it. Let's go to the indices. And indices, I already prepared this. I'm going to hunt for shorts very soon. We have the equal lows right here. We made an SMT together with Nasdaq, ES, and YM. AQ made the higher high. Also, ES made a higher high, but our big friend YM, let's add this to the list for now, fails to make a higher high, and then we know the drill, especially when we're in March. I'm kind of hunting and anticipating this SMT for weeks already now, so I'm glad that finally comes. So I'm going to look for shorts. For example, here, took out liquidity right here, and this plays down. We got this equal lows right here. So what I would look for on Monday and Tuesday, for example, drill, swing high to swing low. Perhaps you're going lower first and then going to short in a premium. So probably there will be an entry pattern in this fair value gap right here. So when price comes to the fair value gap, I will just look for your liquidity grab, fair value gap down, and go take short from there. But for the weekly outlook, it's only like the biases. We're looking at which pairs. So NQ, ES, kind of the same. Look at this phantom trend line. It's like our low resistance liquidity run. So shorts for ES as well. Then let's go to some USD pairs, starting with AUD USD. We have this monthly fair value gap. We trade into and reacted. And if we take in mind that we anticipate DXY to go lower, this means AUD USD, Euro USD, and GBP USD all will go higher. Go to the daily. We already took out some liquidity here, so that's nice. Then this plays upwards. So if we anticipate Monday or Tuesday DXY higher, this means AUD/USD lower. So I'll do the same trick again. Premium discount. Look to long inside the discount of the range. And we got a order block right here as well. Got a breaker. So lots of PD arrays to trade off from. When price comes to discount of the range, I will go to lower time frames and hunt for setups. Could be Monday, could be Tuesday. And I'm expecting this to be on Tuesday, but let's see what price gives us. Then go to EUR/USD. EUR/USD is kind of consolidating. We traded it downwards right here, and then we displaced upwards. What's really important about a consolidation, we know it's impossible from a consolidation to go into a reversal. So it's not possible to go from this consolidation to a reversal. It's always after a consolidation, it will first be a expansion and then a reversal. So with that in mind, it's quite obvious that EUR/USD is going to be higher, and also with the DXY going lower, it's quite obvious to go hunt for longs. That said, on the daily and on the weekly, there's not much to play with. We got this order block right here. This candle right here, it gets traded into. It gets respected, this order block. And why is this a high probability order block? It's because it trades into a higher type of PD array. So it gets respected. But we don't have clear fair value gaps right here. So I'm not very happy with that. Also on the weekly. Yeah, it's going to create a weekly fair value gap most probably. So we only have this one to play with, this fair value gap. So what I will do is when DXY goes higher for a short period of time, look how price reacts to this fair value gap. Perhaps it goes lower and closes around here. And then aim for this equal highs as low-hanging fruit. And of course, a swing high right here. But first low-hanging fruit right here. Then go to GBP/USD. We still have this monthly and weekly fair value gap open. I think it will remain open. And we got a clear drawn liquidity. That's the monthly city right here. Create this daily fair value gap that's more substantial. And we know if we compare the euro and the dollar, if you go to Euro GBP, you see that Euro GBP is quite bearish, and this means that the euro is weaker than the pound. So if we need to trade Euro USD or GBP USD, you want to trade the strongest pair, and that's GBP. So I would favor GBP USD longs this week. So I would like, for example, to see trade to here and then go higher. Withdraw liquidity, the monthly fair value gap. Then go to USD Swiss franc. I already pointed this out. This pair moves in mirror with DXY. So we got this monthly fair value gap, also some weekly fair value gaps here. And what I would like to see is the move down with DXY. So I can go a bit lower to the daily. So we are in that monthly fair value gap. We took some liquidity here with this wick, and then we displaced downwards. And if we have in mind, DXY will go a little bit higher and then lower. This could be this would be a clear trade idea for this week. Then for EURD CAD, on the monthly, what we have seen is displacement up, leaving a fair value gap, breaking structure. Price comes back to a value gap, trades away. We go from internal liquidity value gaps to external liquidity. Well, we have some juicy external liquidity resting above here. So EURD CAD, I'm expecting longs. We look at the weekly, trade into the weekly fair value gap, moved away. So I will be hunting longs for EURD CAD. We have this daily semi right here. So we could expect some retracement out of this level and then go upwards. So let's see what price this gives us. So I'm expecting longs this week for Euro CAD. Also GBP CAD, same story, also longs. We still have some buys liquidity right here and up here. And also we have a clear fair value gap also waiting for us. So you can also hunt for longs for GBP CAD. Then if we look at GBP New Zealand dollar, we know we have that bullish pound and we had a really clear drawn liquidity. We go from internal to external. So we have this weekly fair value gap right here. It gets respected. It trades into this order block and then moves away. And we got a really clear drawn liquidity that they are these highs. You see the buy side liquidity is equal highs. And also the weekly fair value gap. So that's why I'm wanting to long GBP New Zealand dollar. And now the funny one, the GPY pairs. It was kind of odd because we had like such a clear buy side liquidity. And then for the last few days, look at this movement down. We were almost there. I had some longs ready right here to shoot, but it kept going lower and lower and lower. I'm not trusting it, honestly. Of course, we have a bearish dollar coming up, and we got quite a strong GPY, bullish yen. But yeah, how can you trust like these highs, for example? How can you trust this? How can you trust the equal highs? So I don't think we're done with the upside. So what I will do, I will wait for a liquidity grab, market structure shift up, and I'll be willing to long this. If it keeps ripping, if it, for example, goes up into premium of this range and then continue downwards with a clear sell model, yeah, then I will change my buys. But for now, I will be hunting low-key some longs to this buy side liquidity. Canadian dollar, same, daily value gap. We still have some highs to tackle. Here we took out already some liquidity, but we still had lots of liquidity resting here. If we look at GBP, GPY, same story. We have this clear high right here. If we look at the weekly, we're expecting it trading upwards. So I'll be hunting for longs here as well, and for your GBP. Kind of the same. I'm going over this quickly. So what I want to see, you have this clear equal highs resting. Buy side liquidity. We have a fair value gap inside a high probability order block. And why is this order block high probability? It's because it's taking out liquidity and trading to a fair value gap. So this move downwards takes out these lows, but also trades back into this fair value gap that was not mitigated yet. This fair value gap right here. So I'm looking at this area to go for longs towards the equal highs up here. And that's it for now. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please like and subscribe. Really exciting week coming up. Also, some new Discord spots are going to be open. Again, if you did enjoy this, feel free to leave some feedback. I really appreciate all you guys, and I'll see you in the next one.